but really excited of having my guests back in the studio today because they make a fantastic sound. And what's more, Steve Young, no stranger. In fact, Steve, it's got to be said that you might as well do the show for me.
I'm starting to feel like I'm taking over your life.
Yeah, well, there was a good reason for you coming back in the studio today because it's the launch day of your brand new EP, isn't it?
Yes, I released the EP in October. I did some launch gigs in New York and Boston, but I haven't actually played any of these songs properly in the UK. I've been doing open mics and stuff, but that's been so that I could practice them.
Yeah.
So tonight is the first proper official gig to launch my EP, and I've got a band with me of two of which are with me here right now,
yeah.
Mike and Gemma.
Hello, Gemma.
Hello.
Hello, Mike.
Hi.
How are you doing? All right, guys. Good to see you. Now, Gemma, you came in the first time around as well, didn't you? And how long have you worked with Steve?
How long now?
Well, since we recorded the EP, really.
So about September last year.
Oh, right, okay.
But we sang together on the cruise ships.
Right.
This is how I know these guys from.
Yeah.
Right,
from the
okay.
ships.
So just going back in time for those that don't know, you work extensively on those cruise ships, don't you? You've been all over the place.
Yeah. Although I'm gonna phase that down a little bit this year because I wanna be home and concentrate on doing this kind of thing. But yeah, last year out of 12 months, I spent 6 months at sea. And I met people like Mike and Gemma who they were in the show band, and so what would happen is when they'd finished their set, they would come and join me with my set, and we'd end up kind of finishing the night off together in a kind of a jam, which was always fun, wasn't it? On the sea.
Yeah. And I mean, you've played with some extraordinary people over the years as well, Steve. It is worth drop a few names for us.
Well, my biggest thing, I spent 5 years playing with Darren Hayes, who is the guy from Savage Garden. He wrote all those amazing songs, and I was his guitarist for 5 years. But I also, right at the end. I don't know why I just said the end. There is no end.
End of that chapter.
At the end of that chapter, which, as far as I know, isn't over. But at the end of that chapter, I ended up actually playing on his latest album, and I co-wrote the opening track on it as well. So I started off just as his guitarist, but it ended up a really great thing. So I played with him way back in the early days when I was kind of a pickup guitarist for the session agencies. I played with Lionel Richie, Peter Andre, and I've done some West Endy stuff as well. I worked for a couple of years with a guy called Ramin Karimloo, who was the Phantom of the Opera, and he's currently on Broadway doing Les Mis, and I was the musical director and kind of co-conspirator on a bluegrass country band that he had called the Broadgrass Band, and we toured all over America and Asia and the UK as well.
Goodness me. And you've still had time to go on cruise ships and come in here to see me.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a necessity because
you have missed off a name. Actually, I'm quite surprised.
Me?
Steve. No. Me. I appeared guest appearance on the Christmas Bells.
Yeah, he played.
Played Christmas Bells.
He played the sleigh bells.
I missed that.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. It hasn't been out of the musical press.
Do you want to play something today? I can grab a I can grab a tambourine from the car.
It frightened the life out of me when you said to me last time you came in, play the Christmas Bells on this, would you? And because it's somebody else's work, it's a little bit like somebody, who's just done a great painting, said, just add a little bit of grass on there, would you? And, your hand would be shaking with the paintbrush, wouldn't it?
That's what we feel like with
but you did a great job. And I used you as a kind of marker as well, because a couple of days later I played on another BBC station, and the presenter, I gave him the sleigh bells, and he was like, what's this? And I said, well, Tony Fisher did a great job of playing the sleigh bells, so I hope that you're going to rise up to it. And you were the best one.
Years of practice.
You were the best one.
Years of practice. Mrs. Fielden in year 3. That's what I take it back to. Okay, well let's hear you. Let's hear the song then. This is called Wholeheartedly. Yes. Can we get this single now?
This is actually on the EP that I'm still promoting the EP. So this is on the EP, and the last song I came and played for you was that kind of fairly slow Christmas song, and then when Gemma and I were here before, we played Little Things, which was the title track. But this is kind of a fun... when you listen to this on the EP, I've got a great trumpet player playing on it, and it's really lively, and I just thought I'd come in here and be upbeat for a change.
Yeah, fantastic. A bit of upbeat. We like that on a cold January afternoon. Yeah. So, take it away. It's Steve Young and Wholeheartedly.
We have to adjust our mics.
I'll just put the mics down so you can have a little adjust, first of all. We're adjusting live. Are you all ready? Okay. Live music on BBC Essex on a Thursday afternoon. Here we go.
Are we good?
We're good. We're always good.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. just laid it in your hand. Gave you everything I had and said I won't look back. I'm wholeheartedly yours tonight, wholeheartedly falling indeed. I have no regrets on my mind. I'm wholeheartedly yours to keep. I'm wholeheartedly yours to keep. If ever I knew happiness, it's when I'm here with you. I swim against the raging tide and lose myself in you. Something in the way you move, the way you make me feel. Cross my heart and hope to die that you belong to me. I'm wholeheartedly yours tonight, wholeheartedly falling indeed. I have no regrets on my mind. I'm wholeheartedly yours to keep. I'm wholeheartedly yours to keep. Sing it. Oh, oh, I hope that you don't mind too much. I wrote this song for you. There's been too many sad times, but I'm starting to pull through. If man knew only happiness, how would he ever know which ones to run away from, which ones can break your soul? I'm wholeheartedly yours tonight, wholeheartedly falling indeed. I have no regrets on my mind. I'm wholeheartedly yours to keep. I'm wholeheartedly yours tonight, wholeheartedly falling indeed. I have no regrets on my mind. I'm wholeheartedly yours to keep. I'm wholeheartedly yours to keep. Oh, I have no regrets on my mind. I'm wholeheartedly yours to keep.
Yes, Steve.
Loving it. Oh, what a great song.
Cool,
That
thank
is
you.
fantastic. And I'll tell you what, it's a son of a great song because I'll be singing that the rest of the day now.
Good.
And that's what it's all about,
But you
isn't
should
it?
check it out on EP as well, because it's my friend Karen Straw, who lives in Essex as well. Actually, she played trumpet and it sounds brilliant.
Fantastic. Well, stay with us. We'll talk more in just a second or
All
two.
right, all right.
Steve Young and guests on the show this afternoon. 21 minutes past 2. Let's get an update on the roads.
BBC Essex Travel.
How are we looking, George? It's Ronan Keating, if tomorrow never comes. And Steve Young, my special guest today, along with Mike Kenner, who you heard earlier on, and also Gemma Muse, who's with us as well. You all right, Gemma?
Oh, we're so naughty.
Are you being naughty now?
We are.
Sorry, I dropped my microphone.
Mike's dropping the mic.
I've broken the
I
studio.
don't know when to be quiet. There's like an obvious red light in front of me, and I carry on
exactly.
talking.
Hey, you're all right.
Story
Don't
of
worry
my
about
life.
it.
Sorry,
You're-
Steve.
So this
all
is what rock and roll's all about. You're supposed to break something when you come in, aren't you?
Yeah.
We're not being really polite.
I'm just trying to decide which head to break.
Well, we just heard the latest song from the EP. It's called Wholeheartedly, and big gig coming up tonight in Bishop Stortford. Tell us some more.
Yeah, I'm going to play at Bishop Stortford tonight. It's a place called the Acoustic Club, which is it's kind of an open mic that I've been to a few times. But then what they do is the last act is kind of like a featured act, and that's going to be us tonight. And it's just to, I've got a lot of friends that live in the area, around that area, and it's just a chance to just bore them more with my songs.
Play to a home crowd, aren't you?
Yeah, play to a home crowd.
There's nothing like it.
And then I'm doing the same again in London. There's a venue in South London called the Bedford in Balham, which is a great venue.
Yeah.
I've played there many times, most often as a session artist, session player. But I'm playing there as an artist on Monday with the same band again, and it's great. I love it, and that's streamed online, so you can watch that all over the world.
Fantastic! What a great idea.
Yeah,
I wonder if they're going to do more of that. You know, that idea of streaming.
I think it should be the norm.
On.
I think every gig should have the opportunity, because then no one would ever come there, just sit at home and watch them.
That's the problem, isn't it? But I suppose on the other side of it, if it's a great atmosphere and everything else, then we must go to that at some stage.
It is nice. It's free. It's free to get in. It's been. I mean, it's been going. The guy that runs it, Tony Moore. I mean, he goes way back, and I mean. I first started doing his gigs when it was the Cashmere Club up near Warwick Avenue, and he is an institution, basically, you know.
Wow, it's been great having you all in today. Gemma, what's next for you? What are you up to then? What's?
I'm not talking about me.
Go on, you're here now.
This is Steve's time to shine.
Yeah, go on. But are you going back on the cruise ships again soon? Or
no, I don't think so.
Good enough of that.
You're
now.
doing way cooler things like.
I'm doing cooler things.
We can't talk about it yet, can you?
I can.
Go on then. Tell
I'm
us
doing a lot of songwriting at the minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything in particular you're quite proud of? Or?
I don't want to jinx it.
Oh, and
it's
no,
sketches for other people.
Okay, I'm touching wood at the same time. And Mike's been the quiet one over there. He's just the guy on the guitar. But tell us a bit about what you're up to next, Mike. What you got planned?
Just a lot of playing. I play with Steve, obviously, quite a lot. But I'll be playing with another few artists as well. Just playing bass. Mainly session work, really.
Yeah, fantastic. Do you enjoy it?
I absolutely love it.
Yeah. It's a certain. I think there's a certain way, isn't it? With all session musicians, they have certain camaraderie, and it's a certain coolness because they have to put up with all kinds of tantrums and everything else, and you know but they always seem so chilled. Session musicians.
You have to be. I mean, I'm actually not the most chilled person. There's probably people laughing their heads off right now. I'm not really the most chilled person in the world, but you do have to try and wind your neck in, as they say.
You're quite lucky though, Steve, because you're quite balanced in personality. Like my dad gets frustrated and he labels us like, oh, silly musicians, you got your head in your clouds, you're always late, you're such dreamers. Or I think you're quite lucky, you've got quite a mix of, you know, you're organised, you're never late.
I think that's probably a combination of my dad being a Navy officer and...
That's your answer then. You're lucky.
And,
you're lucky.
And starting music late because I was an engineer before I did this, so I was pretty... You know, down that road.
There you go.
Isn't it great? I think it's a good idea if you can to have a different job before you do the path you're supposed to take.
I think it's essential.
Yeah, exactly. No choice really. Yeah,
either that or become a wedding singer.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I did.
Oh yeah. There we are. And on that note. And just a little bit of a connection before you go. My guest tomorrow afternoon after 2 is Julian Lloyd-Webber. And you were saying, Gemma, that is it your dad?
My Papa Bear.
Yeah, your Papa Bear used to play football.
Yeah.
With Julian Lloyd-Webber.
He said he was no good.
Right, okay, I'll mention that to him.
No offence, Julian.
It's all right, mate, we understand.
No, he was joking. He was all right.
Great to see you all today.
Your dad listening?
All right, Dad.
I say, tell her, Dad. Putting Papa Bear.
Papa Bear.
Papa Bear. Hello, Papa Bear. Good to see you. Hey, good to have you both on today, and you as well, Steve. As always, come back and see us soon.
Can I come back next week?
Yeah,
we love you, Steve.
We love Steve.
No,
I'll do a single in March and come back.
Fantastic. Great stuff. Bishop Stortford tonight, and don't forget, find out more on your website, which is...
www.steveyounguk.com.
Fantastic. Great to see you again. Thanks very much indeed. And more live music next week. I'll give you details of